Welcome to episode 7.
Welcome once again to the best show on earth, the Y'all Don't Even Know show.
We are the best.
Join with me tonight is Tito.
Hi.
Kale.
How's it going?
Narv.
Hey!
And producer Marcus.
That's me. What's up, everybody?
I got way too close to the mic there.
You're chilling. So I'm going to start with this, that the other week in one of the episodes we recorded, I said that the cherry cheese Danish at Wawa clears like just the plain cheese. And it does. But as of late, Wawa or whoever makes their stuff has not been putting any filling into that croissant. And so now it is mid. Mid.
Are we talking about Danishes or croissants?
Whatever the croissant. I guess it's the
like a
croissant.
Danish combo.
Mid. And I hate that because it's good. I spent wasted money on it. Appropriate.
Exactly.
All right, guys, what's new?
Snow. Again, snow.
Just snow all the time.
Nothing else other than snow.
See
You
what?
might as well just spend your whole day shoveling.
We've been driving past some nice streams, and I've been getting the itch for trout fishing.
I've been watching too many fishing videos, and I'm going to jump into a creek.
I found new smalley spots
It's baseball season.
up by Anilani.
Really?
It is. Baseball has started.
First spring training game tomorrow. First televised game on Sunday. So,
Is the first one on radio?
yeah.
1 o'clock?
Yeah. All away games are on radio. All home games are televised.
Nice.
If we're lucky, we might, we might get an ESPN game. I don't know if y'all saw, but Manfred dropped ESPN as of next year.
Ooh,
About time.
That's good news. No one likes ESPN.
It could be good or it could be bad. I don't know where they're going to go outside of ESPN. It could be NBC or it could be a streaming service.
Don't they have Fox right now as their primary playoff?
That and
Yeah.
TBS.
But Fox, what's Fox going to take Sunday Night Baseball?
I don't
I
like
wouldn't hate it.
any national broadcast.
I don't know. I'm just glad because the ESPN broadcasters on Sunday Night Baseball were very
Dude, I hate
annoying.
that Perez guy. The dude that sounds like he's got a frog in his throat.
Are we calling out
Central.
OG follower again?
Yeah, we are right. You're wrong.
Wow,
That's
that'll
it.
tell him.
That's great.
Oh, he said just because you scream into a mic about it doesn't mean you're right. Well, my opinion, I'm on the podcast and you're not. I'm right.
Reveal yourself. Maybe we'll invite you.
OG follower.
Then you can battle
Marv
it out.
says you're wrong, so therefore you're wrong, apparently.
Yeah.
Honestly, we could have this person on to talk cherry Pepsi and...
I don't know. There's no cheer wine left in the fridge, but there's obviously still cherry Pepsi.
Valid point.
OG follower, we appreciate you.
Just keep commenting.
Anyway, it is
Share the
time.
love.
It's time to cut sugar out anyway, so no more sodas.
Been
All
like
right.
that, bro.
We don't hate you, but I'm starting to.
What was that little ding thing?
His spring stretched out a little.
No,
too
it's
far.
Marcus.
I'm just
Oh.
drinking.
Hey,
Water.
Ooh. Show him the merch.
Oh, merch. New merch.
Merch, yes, indeed. We have this water bottle here with a very nice American flag on the back.
Should it be black or white?
Black.
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 Red, white, and blue.
And then
Ordinarily I say white, but
we
black.
have the Y'all Don't Even Know hats now.
That's nice.
How much one of them cost?
I don't know, but we have ours cheaper than everybody else.
I didn't want that number. I wanted the real number.
I don't know.
So what everybody else has to pay?
Yeah.
$50.
No, it's
Wow.
not $50.
Oh, I'm gonna start
There
selling.
are-
OG follower,
fleecing
you have to pay
people.
$50.
I'm gonna start selling feet pics, $15 a toe.
That's crazy work. I'll buy. Just kidding. Maybe.
Next segment. Roll into it.
Move
on.
All right, Narv, what's been grinding your gears?
Oh.
Oh.
I honestly, I'm having a hard time choosing this week. There's a lot that's been on grinding my gears.
Canada.
lately.
Oh,
The Canadians specifically.
All right, let the man talk.
booing the national anthem. Sorry.
You just stole what I was going to use.
You can cut that, Mark.
No, you already ruined it. Yeah, so the Canadians booing the national anthem. I don't care how...
Tito's grinding his gears now.
Tito is grinding my gears two
Every
weeks in a row.
grind
Two
his gears
weeks in a
segment, it's
row.
actually just Tito and not actually anything else.
Ooh.
It's never anything. It's
So-
just Tito.
I understand you might not be happy with our country right now, but we've never booed "Oh Canada," and we're America. We boo a lot, especially when you come to Philly. We don't boo you.
Oh, Canada is pretty lame.
It is. It's gay.
Well, now we have that opinion because they fought.
Yeah, they booed our national anthem, so now their national anthem's
Yeah.
gay.
So every time you hear their national anthem, you need to boo it in retaliation.
I will boo their national anthem next time I hear it. But if in the future, don't boo the national anthem. For some reason, it's a sacred thing. Everybody shows respect during it. And y'all are out here booing it. It's no wonder we fought you 3 times and kicked your butts 3 times in a row. You're very lucky that you won last night, or I would be coming after all of Canada on social media right now.
Canada is also a very, very lame country.
They are lame. The only thing they're good at is hockey.
And maple syrup.
We have good maple syrup, too.
Mm.
I understand that, but like that's
Hey,
the
bud.
only things they know is
Yeah.
hockey and maple syrup.
Caribou.
No.
So-
I heard they have good fishing up there too.
Walleye.
Yeah, walleye.
That's all I got.
Yeah, and they probably don't even know how to fish. Just soy boy pansies.
That's crazy coming from you specifically.
I know how to fish.
We're gonna turn him into an elite fisherman.
Okay,
this year.
show up every time we go fishing
I
this
thought you
year.
meant.
I'm
I
not
thought you were
going
gonna say
every
illegal.
time.
Show up.
I'll show up. I'm not going every time.
Okay.
So he's not committed to this.
I have other stuff to do on Saturdays.
Like what? Get ghosted? Oof. Is that grinding your gears too?
A little bit.
That would grind my gears. Is that somebody crashing out?
That was unnecessary, but yes.
Ow!
He started crashing out.
Yeah, it hurts, don't it? This has been a very eventful first 10 minutes.
There goes a whole 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
5 minutes, maybe.
5 minutes? Wow.
Let's just
We're
restart.
doing good. No, we're not restarting.
our segment.
Grady Kachuk, what a great hockey player.
So, in the long run, all that you need to know is Tito's grinding my gears. I'm about to take him out. Canada's gay.
For dinner,
Canada's gay.
he won't ghost you.
At least a steak dinner, please. I mean, wait, for Tito, of course. For Tito.
I'm not taking him out to dinner.
Oh.
Wow.
How about me?
I'm going to take him out behind the woodshed.
I'll take you
Kale
out
was
to
my
dinner.
Valentine.
Mm.
Oh, were
Real.
you?
And he's talking about Canada being gay.
I didn't have a Valentine.
Canada's gay. Canada's weak.
Tito,
Gay?
you forget we are very close to the city of brotherly love.
Not
What did he
cousinly love.
say?
That's West Virginia.
You ain't invested.
All right, Mark, take your topic away.
I'm close.
Topic number 1.
Oh my, it is my turn. Yeah. I'm keeping track of stuff here. So this past week
Holy
in my podcast listening and all sorts of things, for some reason lakes and like things that happen on lakes has been a huge, I don't know why, but it's been on there. So I just I wanted to pass on some information that I thought was interesting. So the first one, this is interesting. I heard this on Haunted Cosmos. This one is about the Aral Sea. It was once the 4th largest lake in the world and is now a desert. It was like not too long ago. So in the 60s, the Aral Sea covered about 68,000 square kilometers, and by the 2000s, it had shrunk down to less than 10% of the original size. The Soviet Union had used it to drain. They drained it for irrigation, for cotton and wheat farming, and then in the end, they found out that it was just they couldn't even. What's the word I'm looking for? They couldn't even grow those crops there anymore because they just drained everything. What also happened was there was an island on there where they did testing for biochemicals back, I believe, for World War II, and now the whole thing it's full and contaminated with anthrax. So I thought that was really interesting. One pass that on. Yeah. Not drugs, diseases.
Oh, I thought anthrax was drugs.
No, it's a I think it's a bacteria that never dies, basically.
So it's like still water.
Something like that.
Too many memes.
The next one was Lake Baikal, which is also in Russia. It is the deepest lake in the world. It's 5,387 feet.
Ooh, I just heard about this today.
This was on which podcast was this? Oh, this was on Ninjas or Butterflies.
Yeah, I just listened to that today.
Yeah. The thing that I thought was obviously, they use it for submarine testing, which is really cool. But the thing that they talked about on there that was interesting was in '82, there was the Soviets were doing some training exercises, and they quote unquote encountered mysterious humanoid beings that were over 9 to 10 feet tall. They wore tight-fitting silver suits and had no diving equipment, and they were able to breathe underwater. But I just think it's cool that there's like these lakes in the world that are so deep, and there's just a lot of lore and folklore around those things. I think it's really cool that through the flood and all that God allowed like such cool places and things to pop up that we're able to go to, and then it goes to show you what man does when they try and mess with what God created. So that's my topic on the lakes.
I bet the Grand Canyon was a lake.
Yes, I heard about that. There was a lake outside the Grand Canyon.
Like a reservoir or something.
Yeah, there was like a lake outside the Grand Canyon that broke. And that's how kind of how the Grand Canyon got created. The flood also helped. But
have you guys ever watched Bright Insight, Jimmy Corsetti on YouTube? He's been on Joe Rogan a couple times.
Yes.
He thinks that Atlantis was over in Africa. There's an Eye of the Sahara in the Sahara Desert, and he breaks down like how it looks like the ocean was completely across there, and how Atlantis probably was there. It's pretty cool. I have to send it to you guys.
Have you ever heard of Lake Lanier down in Georgia?
I have not.
It's a man-made lake, and to create it, they basically flooded a slave town down there. And when the water level gets too low, it kind of turns into like a Nakamixon type thing where you can see certain parts of the town still. But they say it's haunted because of that.
They flood a lot of old towns. Lake Jocassee in South Carolina was a flooded old town.
But this was Georgia during slave times, so they didn't really care.
Green Lane Reservoir still has a cemetery that's underwater over there from when they flooded it.
It'd be cool to scuba dive reservoirs. It would be really cool.
Well, they did in Jocassee, and they had a bed and breakfast that used to be down there, and it's still standing. And the picket fence is still standing, not the building.
That's cool.
It's cool,
and they can still read the grave markers down there.
It's cool how the buildings stand underwater somehow still.
You would think with all that water pressure, they would just.
Yeah, and as they're flooding the towns, the water's coming in quick. You would think it would just knock the buildings over.
Well, water pressure wouldn't have anything to do with them standing on top of each other, like the building material standing up. It just has a compression force.
I don't really want to hear from you right now.
I had heard that it was interesting because this year I thought they were draining Green Lane because of lack of water. I mean, I could see that too, but then I also saw somewhere that they were draining it because of a bacteria or something that they were trying to take care of.
Were they draining it? I thought it was just low because of the drought.
I don't know. Well, that's what I thought too, but I had seen it was probably on some group on Facebook. I'd seen it on.
Did you see the picnic table that was just randomly out there in the middle?
Yep. Yeah, and then it was gone. Somebody took it.
Of course. Average Pennsylvanian people.
Probably sold it.
If we're gonna steal it, we're gonna steal it.
Yeah, they probably sold it on Marketplace.
Y'all seen this in the reservoir?
Brand new picnic table.
Bench from the reservoir. Shows it's like a picture by picture process of them getting it out, so they have proof.
$1,500.
Have a
bit
stamp of
much.
authentication.
Mark, in your lake wanderings and listenings, was there anything about the loch outside of Loch Ness?
No, nothing like the Loch Ness monster. You mean?
Yeah.
Aside from that, no, nothing.
Yeah, I
on
didn't know if
that.
there was like something
They
aside from Nessie.
nothing from Loch Ness, but they do say that there is a quote unquote Loch Ness monster of one of these lakes. Let me see which one it was. Either way, they're in Russia, but they claim that there's a Nessie there too. Which, I mean, with how deep that lake is, I mean, you never know.
There could be undiscovered freshwater fish easily.
I want to go find Nessie. Let's just put together an expedition and go.
I would love to go try and find Nessie.
Let's just start throwing sheep and other animals over the side, and maybe it'll attract it.
I think I saw a couple years ago they put together a huge expedition to try and, like, they sonared the whole way across, and they didn't see anything but a
Drain
bunch of
it.
caves and stuff.
Drain it.
Ooh, she's hiding in the caves.
Though they also say it goes into one of the seas there. The underwater caves all feed up, and there's like it's like a salmon or something that comes from, there's some fish that comes from the sea and ends up spawning there in Loch Ness around the inlets.
Drain the loch.
So if Nessie isn't Nessie, what do you think it is? Like a big fish?
It's got to be like
Crocodile?
at least a whale of some
A
sort.
shark?
No, too small. It's got to be a bigger animal.
Are there still sightings currently?
I think there's a lot of hoaxes currently. But I do think that at some point somebody did see something.
Yeah, if somebody saw one thing to begin with, then all of a sudden this thing is as big as the Ark.
The most famous image, I believe, is
2023.
proven to be a hoax.
2023 was the last sighting.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Chaff.
Clear evidence of the monster's existence is what they said. The first report of the monster was in 7th century AD. Oh, and it's not just a land animal, apparently. I mean, a water animal, apparently it also goes on land.
You saw that in Scooby-Doo, I'm sure.
Well, I do remember that, but I'm reading in 1933 a couple reported seeing an enormous animal that crossed their car's path and then disappeared into the water.
That would be crazy.
What if it is just an old, like,
Crocodile.
dinosaur?
Just a
Yeah, like
massive crocodile.
Some kind of crocodile, like in that
But
in that species.
don't crocodiles and like lizards have to be in warm water and warm environments? Because
Well,
Loch Ness really is.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
cold. If
within
this-
that family
If this,
grouping.
if this is
That's true.
prehistoric, it's not. It could be,
Do you guys think a megalodon exists?
yes.
What is it?
I mean,
Megalodon's
they
like
have
a
teeth
huge
from
shark.
them, so
Like
Yes,
the
I think
biggest
so.
of sharks.
So much from the ocean. So much of the ocean has never been explored.
There's stuff in the ocean that we have no clue exists, and I want to know.
The only
I wanna
way
know.
we know that a giant squid exists is because they die and wash up on the beach.
They just saw one alive recently.
Cap.
I forget where it was. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
He capped him.
Bro, you're capping me.
Probably in Asia somewhere.
Yeah, I think
You're right. It was Japan.
I think if you can have whale sharks, you can have a megalodon.
Well,
Meaning
the-
because whale sharks are that big. So
Yeah.
then
They-
any other shark can get that big.
There's a video, I've seen it on Instagram before, where they've spotted a shark that was like 1.5 school buses long.
That's wild.
Yeah. Like you can see the shadow in the water.
World's largest shark. Oh yeah, the whale shark, 60 feet.
How do they
Honestly-
know where they're going driving submarines?
It's a good question.
Echolocation.
Sonar.
Right. I think if it's the longer
Up
ones,
periscope.
it's a
The
sonar.
U-boats.
But if it's like the
Good move.
what are the underwater underwater ones, the small ones, the
The U-boats.
The U-boats.
no, not the Germans.
The U-boats.
No, the
The
ROVs, the
We get it, Mark. The smaller ones.
the
smaller U-boats.
the remote control ones.
Unmanned.
That's right.
Are you ready?
Range
Are you ready?
Rover.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mark, play it now.
All right, guys. Time for the y'all don't even know moment.
Brought to you by Tito.
At
Follow him.
TyZWatt
13.
Like all his posts.
Instagram.
Yes.
Hit him up on
like
Marketplace.
every one of his
He's
posts.
cute.
Hit him up on Marketplace.
There goes my spring.
Kinda sexy.
Duck. All right, guys.
Ducks.
With March Madness coming up in a few weeks,
I'm gonna
I
have the
got-
perfect bracket.
I got a March Madness theme.
Cap.
Go ahead, buddy.
Couple of maybe
I'll
some
better
advice
than
for
you.
you too with it.
Okay. We'll see.
Y'all don't even know that the lowest seed team to ever win the NCAA men's basketball tournament was an 8 seed, and that was Villanova in 1985.
Go Cats.
The other thing is the number 5 seed has never, ever won.
So we're picking the 8 seed and we're picking the 5. Or
No, don't pick any
Picking the
lower.
8 seed,
Don't pick any
not
lower
taking
than
the
8,
fives. I'm
and
so
don't take any
confused.
5s.
All right. So what seed wins it the most?
Probably the number 1.
It'd be 1 or 2. I feel like would be logical.
Don't sleep on the threes.
Loyola Chicago.
You're
threes
a
or
3.
2s.
What?
You're a 3.
I always pick a 12.
This is
To
why
win it
Mark
all.
never
No,
has a
not
good
to win it
bracket.
all.
Mark's just like, worst team in the conference.
I'm gonna take the 16 seed for the Miracle Run.
I like their color.
I want to do the play-in team.
Their mascots are the greatest.
I'm taking Syracuse as the 16.
Loyola Chicago.
Granny. Wasn't
She's
she the
still
one?
alive.
We got
Is she actually?
Yeah.
Temple
I
University.
don't know if she is
Yeah,
still alive.
I don't know if she's alive.
So what was the y'all don't even know?
Pay attention
That
next
the
time.
lowest seed to win was an 8 seed.
Why do you?
Nova Strong.
Why do you keep doing
Go
this?
Cats, baby.
Okay. I was confused.
8 seed, 1985.
You know, if you would pay attention, you wouldn't be confused. You're not the only one here.
I was paying attention.
Cap.
I don't think he was.
Whack.
Take that soundboard away from him.
Dude, these sounds are coming in like, and they don't even make sense.
That and they're like 2 seconds late.
It's because it takes forever to play.
Get out.
I'm not like, oh man, I'm losing it.
Da, 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 da.
Marcus is grinding my gears.
I'm great. Sorry, Narv.
Brought to you by Grinds Coffee Pouches.
Oh, please sponsor. That would be sick.
Oh, Narv's segment is sponsored by Grinds, huh?
I would like Minute Maid to be sponsored.
That'd be dope. All right, Kale's
I don't like Canadians.
segment is next. And this,
Oh, no.
obviously it's new, but it's a segment where he is doing the top 3 of anything. So this is exclusively him. Exclusively, I cannot talk. Exclusively his brain. So let's have some music and let's let Kale fire away.
I might be scared.
Got nice ankles, boy.
Dabs him up.
All right.
That's my homeland.
After lots of thought and consideration this week over what my top 3 should be, I'm going to start off with the way potatoes are prepared for you to eat them. So, like, hash browns, whatnot. So I'm going to start from 3 and go up. My third place on this list is going to be... Now I forget.
Man, you should have wrote them down.
I should have wrote down because I have my first 2, and now I forget my third one. I'm going to say French fries is my... No. Let me redo that. Potato chips are my third.
Ooh.
French fries are my second, and mashed potatoes are 1.
You know,
French fries don't even make the list.
yeah.
You don't like a good burger and fries?
Love a good burger. Don't need the fries.
Really?
Well, tater tots. I think tater tots should be.
Which way?
But
which
it's your
way,
brain, man.
Which way are the fries prepared?
Like, just your
What is-
option
what
of
is
fries.
What is your favorite fry?
I probably do steak fries. Red Robin as the fries as the
Campfire sauce.
Red Robin fries as the base.
Sheets curly fries.
Ew.
Yuck.
Yummy.
Applebee's fries.
I mean, go ahead and say what you want. That's my list.
All right, I got you. Hash browns, 3.
When did this turn into Narf segment?
Skillet,
No, he
skillet
took it over.
potatoes, 2. Mashed potatoes, 1.
Mashed potatoes is always 1.
Skillet potatoes
Will
with like,
never not be 1.
some oregano, salt, and pepper. But French fries, not even close. I could
I-
think of like
potato
6 or
chips.
7 ways to make potatoes.
I don't
better
even know
than
why
French
potato
fries.
chips was even
Because
in consideration.
it's like when I go to work, I
He's
have
basic.
a bag of potato chips, and it's very handy. They're a good snack, and it's nice to eat. I'm not just gonna stop for my lunch and just make potatoes,
So you're calling them convenient, which is
Yes.
what's their
which adds
which is their benefit.
yes. And then fries are great with burgers and whatnot, and just sandwiches. And mashed potatoes clears everything automatically. So
White gravy or brown gravy?
brown,
Pepper?
sure. You can do what you want with your potatoes.
Bacon?
You can do whatever you want with your mashed potatoes.
I'm asking you about your potatoes.
Just like we asked you about your fries. Look, we're not asking you to defend it. We just want to see why.
I want to know what your thought process. What's like your favorite mashed potato? How do you like it?
with
You like
butter
it
and
have-
gravy.
with some chunks in it, or are we talking like
Creamy?
mashed?
Very creamy.
Creamy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No chunks. Because then you get a chunk and you're just like...
I actually don't hate the
I don't
chunks.
mind the chunks.
Yeah, nice chunk
I don't
is-
hate the chunks
a
either.
Nice chunk is random and it's like, oh, nice a chunk.
But if it's Thanksgiving or Christmas,
It better be
it
creamy.
better be creamy because I'm shoveling.
Exactly.
Mr. Potato Maker.
I'll keep that
What was
in mind.
second? Fries?
Fries was third.
No, potato chips was third.
Fries was second.
Oh, you actually said potato chips.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you.
Yeah, I can't,
Narv was saying hash
can't
browns.
get behind that.
Well, I just...
So plain potato chips?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
I
the
respect
Lay's
that.
original.
I like it.
How about the
I
worst?
do like Lay's original. The worst potatoes.
Worst 3 ways.
How about just a boiled potato?
Honestly, boiled
Oh.
potatoes aren't
No.
too bad.
The worst
baked
is
potato.
no, no,
I love
no,
baked
no.
potatoes.
Baked potatoes are
The
nice.
The worst is potato salad.
What?
Potato salad
Yep.
is so gross,
I agree.
Potato salad
gross,
is pretty
dude.
gross.
especially when
Potato
there's
salad?
onion in it. Disgusting.
Kill yourself.
No.
You are wrong. You are wrong.
You are wrong.
extremely wrong.
Count it up. 3, 2.
Dude,
We're
potato
also the
salad-
fattest, so we would
Potato
know.
salad is disgusting.
I can tolerate it until there's onion in it. As soon as there's onion
So
in it,
you don't like Grammy's potato salad.
no.
You?
I don't like
you guys
anybody's
are the
potato
fast
salad.
'cause you'll eat anything. Your opinion doesn't matter.
No.
No,
I
we respect
hate-
we
Since
respect their
we're
opinion.
the fattest, that means we
hate-
know what good food is.
It
Hate-
means you'll eat anything.
Hate baked potatoes. Will not eat it.
Get out! Oh my baked potatoes.
I like stuffed baked potatoes.
No,
Mm.
it doesn't
Cream
matter.
cheese
Baked
or
potatoes.
some sour cream.
Baked potatoes are nasty.
Cheese, some bacon. Oh, butter. Come on now.
Shepherd's pie.
Stop
That's
hitting
a good
me.
way.
Love shepherd's
That's a good
pie.
way to have
Shepherd's
potatoes.
pie is a great way to have
What about the
shepherd's
stupid
I mean,
way?
it's mashed, but it's part of the dish. So.
What about the stupid way that most diners prepare home fries?
You mean
They're flat.
cubed
block
and
of them.
squashed?
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
bad.
the squashed ones, and they just like it's like a patty.
It's just
If
a
I want,
slab.
if I'm getting hash browns, they should be like shredded potatoes.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Sometimes
Yes.
Wawa hash browns in the morning. Sometimes.
When they're not soggy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes.
Even the soggy
gotta get
ones
them
are
fresh.
okay. I hate it when they're crispy.
You know, if I get one that's crispy, I put it on a sizzly. I think then it hits better.
Like
Potato
grease is
pancakes.
just
Who's still eating
dripping out of
Sizzlers?
it. I eat Sizzlies.
I don't
What do you mean
eat
you don't
sizzlies.
I don't eat sizzlies.
I don't either.
The egg in them is just so disgusting anymore.
It
It's
is,
so I can't
fluffy.
deal with it.
I don't go to
It
Wawa
goes
for breakfast like
Every
everyone
time
else
you
here.
eat it.
I don't even eat breakfast.
I'm not buying breakfast anymore.
We talk about a lot of food on this podcast.
We definitely do.
That's because we're all fat.
What about like
We might have to go on the Food Network.
was
for
it
this.
scallop potatoes? What even
Those
is
are
that?
great.
Oh,
Is that like when they're
cheesy
cut-
scallop
They're
Yeah.
like they're
potatoes?
they're cut. It's just the
Quarter?
potato and they're cut.
They're
like,
meh.
Thin slices.
They're
thin-
meh.
yeah,
Jumping.
They got
They're meh.
cheese
Oh,
on them.
fire. What'd you say, Mark?
How about broccoli
I
with
said they're
cheese?
meh.
Yeah,
We need a
well-
new producer, guys. He's not going
Did
to
you
be
say
around
broccoli
after.
He
with
don't-
cheese.
Yes.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
But that's fire.
The cheesy
yes.
scallop potatoes
I used
kind of
to
segued
hate
into the broccoli.
broccoli.
Yeah, I also know
Oh.
that Marcus hates broccoli.
I'm
so
back
kinda-
though. I came back to broccoli. I used to
Broccoli
hate
with
it,
pepper
though.
jack cheese, bro.
Pepper jack cheese in general. You can't. There's nothing. You can't
Fire.
put pepper jack cheese on anything
Fire.
and it not be good.
Fire.
Pepper jack cheese would even make those stupid diner flat potatoes good.
Five Guys' fries are great right up until
You eat too many.
yeah,
And then they just start
and then they
getting
get
greasy.
cold.
Right
and
until the
it's just-
grease catches up with you.
But they're really good though to start.
And then
'Cause
you
they're
realize you paid
impossible to
$10
eat
just
all
for
of them.
fries.
They're also extremely
It's not
fresh.
impossible. It's not impossible.
I do. Man, I want some Five Guys now.
Got him.
Food
I don't
bombed him.
really
Well,
want.
I have a gift card for Five Guys.
So
I don't
do
really
I.
want to spend $20 on a burger and fries though.
But it's so good. I wish Cookout would come up here.
Facts.
Cookout on our last day of vacation.
No. Five Guys on our last day of vacation.
Yeah, Five Guys. My bad. I'm sorry. Cookout was
Cookout was the
garbage.
first day, and it was
Cookout
mid.
was garbage.
You got no food. I was just like trying to eat my food, and Jake and T are like, "Oh, you're sick."
That's because we were hyped to be on vacation.
And you're just like,
I was trying to eat my food, homie.
Yeah, bro. He was like,
You guys are grinding my gears.
That's my segment. You can't say that. I'm so glad
Just
that
Adam.
shut off.
dude, it's so much nicer
No,
now.
it's my segment.
No.
that's
Yes,
grinding my gears.
Don't add him. What was that?
Don't worry about it.
The computer had a glitch.
All right, guys. Are we ready to move on?
Topic number 4: Trojan horses.
Way to read it out, bud.
Okay.
We're talking about Mountain Dew, cream soda, cherry. No.
Guess we're talking about Trojan horses now.
I don't know. I can't read it from here.
I like me some good Trojan horses.
We are talking about injuries sustained at work.
Ooh, even better.
It looks like Trojan horses.
Injuries to phones. sustained
You
at
need
work.
glasses,
Another
bro.
kind of
My
Trojan.
eyes are tired.
You should just steal Rollins at this point.
Trojan.
Now they're all smudgy.
Ew. I hate smudgy glasses. Can't do it. That's why I cleaned these before I put them on.
Injuries at work. Let's go.
Who's injured?
Who is injured?
I've squashed my finger under a log.
Attaboy.
It was fun.
I threw
Lo-
my shoulder
log
out
on log.
yesterday.
Shoveling.
No, moving a log.
What
Yeah.
are you? Some kind of geek?
Homie just went up to a log and was just like,
No,
Watch
we
this.
were.
Don't you have a machine?
We have a dingo to get it there, but then you got to move it to get it on the splitter.
That's because you're not good with a
Landscapers are
dingo.
so stupid.
No, tree guys are stupid.
No.
I'm great on the dingo. What are you talking about?
No.
I ripped my fingers up moving a sheet of half-inch aluminum.
Ooh, I think I remember when you did that.
I
Yeah.
do remember that.
It was pretty rough.
Was it worse than when I cleated you?
Yeah. When you cleared me, it just bled a little bit and healed.
Left a scar, though.
Well, yeah.
I'm with you forever.
I'm very scarred by you.
Oh, that's a dingo.
Yeah, you know, Mark, the bobcat that you always used to
No,
work
those
work
dingoes are
alongside.
such crap.
These are
dude.
tiny.
Acme tools.
It does suck a lot. I don't really like it, but
Wile E. Coyote's on the back of that thing.
It's nice though because it's a small one. Those small machines do work.
dude, it lifts up like trees that we like.
Most of them are rated for about 1,100 pounds.
I couldn't believe I picked something up with it on Wednesday. I couldn't believe it. Oh, then that was Tuesday.
The machine did its job. He couldn't believe it.
No, because you look at the machine, you're like, no way it's gonna pick that up. Picked it up, didn't even like try and tip forward.
Honestly, I haven't been that. Don't think I've suffered many work injuries.
Just mental injuries, that's all.
Oh, the one time I was bombing a top out of a tree. So I'm holding it like this, and I'm cutting here. And I cut through my hinge, which is not good, but it still went over fine. So I cut through, and my hand is here, and the saw went like this, clip, clip, right on my fingers. But thankfully, I didn't get cut because I had gloves on. So wear your gloves.
Bet the old adrenaline was pumping after that one.
Well, yeah, cutting through a hinge and hitting my fingers, yeah. Could feel my heart in my head.
Were you like really tired that day?
No.
Well,
I mean, it was my first takedown on spikes, so it was a lot.
So you were a little nervous, and you were.
Yeah.
It was something new.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun,
Cutting his fingers off was fun.
but I didn't cut my fingers off.
I don't even know. I haven't really gotten injured at work. It was just a random.
Yeah, his
Just throwing,
phone
A
bit
random
the dust.
tailbone.
just
Random
throwing your
back.
shoulder out.
Yeah,
hurting your
I have
wrist.
broken 2 phones at work.
Hammered a fingernail. Lost it eventually, but that's not the worst.
Real, I
I've
did that
hammered
to
a-
you.
I've hammered a
Huh?
finger before.
Real, I did that to you.
Yeah, but I did at work too on my right hand. So they like overlapped. It stinks.
That was funny.
Changing the blades in the chipper. My hand slipped off the wrench and just smacked right into the chipper, and it cut up my pinky finger pretty good, like all across under the nail.
What he didn't tell you is the blades were running at the time.
They were not running.
Changing them while they're running.
There go talent.
Gonna get it. There it goes again.
That's about all for me. Thanks. Go ahead.
All right, so we just finished the Four Nations hockey tournament. We're between the USA, Sweden, Finland, and Canada. You're last because you suck. And it was such good entertainment that you don't really want to watch American hockey now because the drop-off in talent is going to be so huge. And it got me thinking, and I know we already all agree on this, why can't we just have like leagues set up like this instead of tournaments? Where you almost dissolve the NFL. Well, the NFL would stay because there is no country that can compete with us on that level.
It's the only sport that you can call yourselves world champs.
But
I feel like
NFL.
baseball is the most
Baseball,
universal.
basketball even too. Like the
Yeah.
the European countries are producing NBA stars now.
I mean, everybody loves soccer too, which is weird, but
Yeah, we would probably get our butts kicked. But
I think if the USA had time to dedicate to soccer, they could be really good.
I mean, all of the best
We're-
people who would be good at soccer go into football.
we're
Right.
consistently coming in at least like third
You
or
know-
second in soccer. Like we could get there.
I think the U.S. is good at soccer, but I think because we don't pay attention to it, we don't see it. But the whole league idea, like worldwide, would definitely help minor leaguers.
Yeah, it would just as well. I think in when it comes to America, you would probably have American A and American B.
You'd probably have 4 American teams, one for each quarter of the United States.
The problem is it comes down to traveling. That would be the overall issue.
But in today's day and age, it wouldn't be hard to travel.
That is true.
You would just, because it's so far away, you would just play
Well, it would have to be a week.
You would play 4 games. You guys go over there. Say we're traveling to, I don't know, Russia or another country.
Well, that's the other thing, is political turmoil between countries.
Yeah, honestly though, if we played sports against each other more often, probably wouldn't be so much political turmoil.
No, there wouldn't. There wouldn't.
Disputes by baseball.
But like I'm saying, if you were to travel across through time zones, and you're jumping ahead 5 or 6 hours, you're falling back 5 or 6 hours. You get over there, you're there for 2 or 3 days, and then you play 3-4 days in a row. So all of these games, they would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you travel home, or you travel to the next country, and you have off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, get yourself adjusted to the time, then it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's no reason this can't happen. It would just mean that, the MLB would disperse. The NHL would disperse. The NBA would disperse. The NFL would be the only thing that sticks around. And college sports.
You are going to have an extremely difficult time telling that to the baseball team owners and the other team owners, too.
I understand.
Also, it is an entertainment. It's an entertainment league. It's not actually about international relations or finding out who's the best team.
Well, it is crazy because if you would split up nation on nation, you would get so many more viewers.
You would get so many more viewers. Honestly,
it would be the best
People would
form of the
care a
Olympics
lot
ever.
more.
you could even work it so that the owners still get a share. The owners just come together.
Yeah, but what would they be owning at that point?
They would be owning America A, America B, America C, America D. There's 30 team owners. You just split that up somehow.
So we would have 30 baseball teams.
No, you would have 4 teams, and the owners would combine onto those.
You have East, Central, West.
You wouldn't even have it East, Central, West. You would have it.
It'd be east, west,
Northwest,
southwest.
I wouldn't even do it that way. I would just take your 25 best, your 25 best, your 25 best, and your 25 best. That way, because if you go east, west, north, and south, then, or like you said, the talent would just start getting watered down.
It would end up you'd have to diversify that way as opposed to.
Well, yeah. Then if you
they would
make
have
4
their
teams,
locals,
then you'll dip into minor leaguers who don't
Be old
ever
guys
see
and minor leaguers.
But that
legit.
then drags down America's talent pool, which means we're not as competitive.
Well, then they go on the 4th team.
They would have to be able to offer a lot of money to the players to draw them into it.
How I would do it is, you get your owners set up, and then you let your owners make their pitch and say, all right, we want you on this team. We want you on this team. Almost like a recruiting thing, and obviously you're paying them.
NIL.
But you're also making so much money from overseas viewership and viewership over here and merchandise. Nobody has Team USA jerseys, so you're going to make so much money off merch.
Yep.
it's just
Make a
difficult
lot of money.
because all these leagues are already set.
They have been around for hundreds of years.
And
at this
it would
point.
be difficult to get viewership, like the UFL, right? That doesn't get barely any attention.
Yeah, but that gets overshadowed by the NFL. If there was no MLB, then you're going to go watch You're going to go watch USA kick the crap out of Canada.
But what I'm saying is that it's going to be hard for people to switch from.
It won't, though. If that's the only thing you have to watch, then it won't. I understand what everybody's saying, and it was just a thought that came into my head thinking about it and how cool it would be to have the World Baseball Classic year-round.
See, I agree with that because then sports would become so much more interesting and competitive.
And then you have the issue of
Like,
the summer being different in the southern hemisphere.
Well, that's fine.
They would have to have domes. because it'd be the winter in our
So
summer.
you make it work. It's not that big a deal.
or something
Hey.
like that.
Maybe we actually put money into the people in the southern hemisphere. If you're building domes down there, and then these teams are making a ton of money, the way it works down there, they'll put it back into the country. Then this whole thing could just help the world in general. But it's just a thought.
It's a good thought. I would be down for that to happen.
And it's like if it happens to run over into the winter here, if you have 4 teams, there's 4 domes out there.
But like I was saying, your idea is very theoretical. But I'm thinking like legitimately, you would have a very difficult time wrenching people away from the current setups.
I think,
Like I said,
I agree. I think it could work, but then you're going to go back to salaries of players because they're not taking pay cuts at this point.
you won't have any problem paying them though.
Because there'll be less players.
Yes, there would be less players.
I don't know. But overall, as a whole, I agree. I
It's a pretty
think
cool
that's
idea.
exactly how sports should work.
It would kind of be like the Olympics without all the stupid sports
It would
added
take
on.
away the Dodgers nonsense.
Yeah, we would become the Dodgers. The United
Shohei
States
would
would
be
become the
in
Dodgers. Yeah, we
Japan
wouldn't have to
still.
watch Shohei anymore. We could actually hate him legitimately, even though we already do. But
I mean, the Dodgers are basically Japan at this point.
Yeah.
That's why you cheer for anybody playing them.
Unless you're the Mets.
Are we shutting this down?
are we ready?
Are we thinking it's time?
Yeah. Before I attack any more countries, we probably should.
Before you attack Tito, we probably should.
No,
Or so you can
Tito's
attack
not
Tito.
grinding my gears anymore.
Jumping.
The gears are done grinding.
He is
Tito, say
still
something.
coming against my idea, but it's okay.
All right, peeps. Thanks
It's a
for
dictatorship. Anyone that going against his idea shall be overthrown.
Thanks for listening.
Dictator Narv.
Episode 7.
Y'all want some
Somebody fart?
cookies? They're in my car.
Jake farted.
I'm good without cookies.
Jake farted.
I'm
I
not
did.
doing sugar. You can take your cookies.
Yeah, no more
I'll
sugar.
put them
Dumb
somewhere
bro.
else.
This music is
What's
awesome.
I like it.
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate
All right,
chip.
people.
Chocolate chips mid.
Okay, that's what I'll tell Mom later then. Later, people.
Wow.